The GoBots. The GoBots.
That should be their new theme.
It is. Wasn't it? Is that how it goes?
GoBots, GoBots, mighty robots, mighty vehicles, GoBots.
Oh, that's a commercial.
Oh, that was the commercial.
I was singing
You're
the
right,
cartoon,
you're right.
man.
Oh,
Shit,
nice.
yeah.
Nice. The cartoon was shit, but
Oh,
the
God.
toys were great.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of NERDOUT. I'm Randy, this is Brian, and we come to you with the Action Toys Machine Robo series. Like, this is like their 7th and 8th figure. It's the shuttle robot, which was Spacey in GoBot Land, and missile tank Robo, which was Blaster in the old school toy line. And if you're not already familiar, this is Action Toys, which like they're a pretty small company. They're about like 5-inch. They're Machine Robo Series, and they're stylized. Like, these are not like straight up masterpiece style GoBots. They are stylized. I gotta say, I think they're great fun.
Oh my God, yeah. Do not let this guy deceive.
Yeah.
Looks very simple. That leg transformation is the
Very-
coolest thing I've seen in
is.
a robot in a long time. And
And he's a cool looking.
he's a cool looking robot.
Yeah,
Like,
he really is.
these things are sweet. Love them. And he sort of sold
This is
me
the
on-
one. Yeah.
That's gonna get me hooked. I
Yeah,
think
no,
it's,
they're fun. I've enjoyed the other ones, and they're priced. Look, they're kind of
I
expensive.
love that we're saying $50 is a good price.
I know,
They're so
I know.
sick.
Well, the thing is
But it is a good price.
Look, the likelihood is these would never get made if you're not going to pay that price. Like, they are comparable to like a deluxe Transformer, but loaded with die-cast metal,
and
loaded with articulation.
They're not hollowed out.
They are not fragile either. I will say, out of the box, the joints are so tight that you gotta play with it and loosen them up because it's scary. Spacey is a little weird to me. The way this big thing, that's a bit much.
But I mean, that's how the toy looked back in the day,
The toy had this on the head and it would turn around.
Yep.
And this is just like a big old giant thing. So yeah, I guess it was another way to do it.
If that thing broke down a little bit more,
it would
maybe cut in half and split.
I agree. Like, the thing is I don't know how accurate this was to the cartoon. I think that these are definitely stylized versions of Revenge of Kronos, which was the Machine Robo series. I think that gives them a lot more opportunity to have creative freedoms. I think you're right. They should have taken this down a little bit more. But otherwise, like, I love his gun. I don't know why. It looks...
Because it's an AR-15. It's a straight up army gun.
Yeah, it's cool.
And he's a bad guy, right?
I don't know. In GoBots, Spacey was a good guy, but in Machine Robo, Machine Robo's a totally different thing. I really dig these guys. They're. I will say this. They do feel, in all honesty, like early third-party toys. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah, because they've got like the super hard, sort of soft looking plastic in parts, but it works for them.
It does.
Because they got metal. Paint's decent.
I think the paint is decent. It's really glossy. I think that orange is a bit much. Like, if they could have made it like more of a dull orange, like almost like the orange that you would see on like a construction vehicle. Like, that's more like an orange. But with that aside, like, it feels like a quality toy. I think it just feels like they're a little old. Like, maybe they were designed, from what I understand, and this is the rumor, I don't know if rumors were, is that these were designed by the guy who designed the early Fans Project toys. And if that's the case, it really does make sense. Like, they really do have that feel. They almost have like a vintage third-party feel to them, which is kind of weird to say. Anybody who watches our show or knows me knows that, like, Machine Robo and GoBots is my shit. Like, I prefer that over anything. And with that said, this isn't my dream toy line.
But this is definitely a good modernization.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, like, I think these are so cool because it's like, just whip it out.
Yeah.
Play with it, fuck with it, take it in the car with you.
That's right.
Something to fuck around with.
Which was the essence of GoBots anyway. Is like, when you left the house as a kid, you grabbed your GoBot, whoever your go-to guy was, and you brought him in the car. Like, I remember, like...
I remember creaming my shorts for the first time, seeing Jeepers Creepers.
Dude, crazy. Yeah.
That was the first transforming robot I ever saw, and I had a fucking heart attack.
Mine was, it was Rescue and Dumper. And the first time, like... my friend Jimmy brought the shoebox out, and he's like, "You gotta check these out." Like, it was over for me. Like, it was truly a memorable moment.
That's all I could think about.
All about.
Remember, I was in first grade. Saw a kid turn his Matchbox car or whatever the fuck it was into a robot, and that's all I could think about.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
And it'll always have a one-up on Transformers.
Me too.
Because Transformers were neat toys, but this was the first one I saw. This was like invented that.
Absolutely.
It invented it, and I was...
What I liked about them too is they were like literally, like you said, like it was a Hot Wheels car, which was our traditional toy, and it transformed into a robot, and it blew my mind. And you could stick it in your pocket, and you could take it anywhere, and it was again, I don't argue the fact that the Transformers cartoon was better. And that, like, Optimus Prime
was better.
The Mythos
all of
is
that.
better. All that stuff is better. But as far as, like, nostalgia,
this
nothing
happened first.
Yeah, GoBots happened first, and it happened harder with me. It had more an impact on me, and to this day, like, I have a pretty incredible GoBots collection. I think that's one of my prized collections. And therefore, like, when it brings to me, like, I'm happy to have these. I'm glad they make them. I think they're a lot of fun. If you are a fan of the concept of Transformers, I think these are winners. They like you said. Like
I think I'm gonna get them. I honestly
really?
do. I do. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think he sold me.
I think he's the one. Like, I actually like Spacey more than I thought I would. But I think he's pretty ugly, whereas I think that this is like a solid-looking war robot, and the transformation, like you said, like
legs,
it's awesome.
It's really, really ingenuitive the way
Absolutely.
they did it.
And I love how this missile, like, you could take these missiles, and the original Blaster figure, I didn't have him as a kid, but he was awesome. Do you remember him?
Nope.
Oh man, there was a green version of him too. I'm not sure which one I like better. But like these connect like that, and then you can stick it on his back. Like, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Like, that's pretty good storage. And finally, if you're not already familiar, they come with a really cool modular stand, and you can transform it. The stand you can create either just like a regular mechanical base background, or you can do the flight. And I think that in itself, like, that's got to be a $10 stand right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah. I mean, the Tamashii stands are $20, and this is every bit as good.
Yeah, no, I think they. Yeah, I mean, they feel like a added value that I actually like as part of the line. Ultimately, I know this Action Toys are doing a new series, which are going to be like an 8-inch scale, more of a masterpiece style.
Do you know which ones they're coming out with first?
They've only shown Psycho. And I like it. I know, I like it. I'm all in. I like it, but again, I'm not sure I'm ready to say this is the dream version of this line. Like, honestly, I really wish Bandai did it. If Bandai would do like a 6-inch or 8-inch or whatever series of these, I think that would be the end for me. Like, I think it would be, you know what, I'll sell everything else. This is
you'd like crunch it up and snip it.
Absolutely,
man.
I would absolutely.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. But I give Action Toys credit for doing these. Again, they're stylized. They sort of give you a more modern take, I guess, on these characters, but yet enough, definitely homage.
Do you think they sell well? I mean, are they popular?
I think they sell well for what they are. Like, I think I got them from Chosen Prime. Thank you, Chosen Prime. You guys always do me well. I think they sell well for what they are, but they're not Transformers. Like, if you put the name Transformers on something, like, they sell immediately. This is more for the niche market. It's more for someone who's like, hey, I'm either into GoBots or Machine Robo, or I just appreciate a good transforming robot. And
I like this size, man.
I do too.
I like seeing a toy like this that has a fairly complex transformation, but isn't huge and unwieldy. You can just fuck with this.
Yeah,
thing, man. That's great.
It's very durable. I actually think, I don't know if die-cast metal adds to the cost of it, but I would honestly say, in my opinion, I love die-cast metal and always prefer die-cast metal in my robot. But these don't really feel like they need die-cast metal. Like, if they ditched the die-cast metal and released them for $30, I think that would be a better way to go, but I don't think that's the issue.
You don't like it on these, or you don't care on these?
I don't care on these because they don't feel like that, like, masterpiece type robot. They do feel like high quality deluxe mainline Transformers. Does that make sense?
I hear you. Yeah.
So yeah, I do like the diecast because again, I'll always take diecast over non-diecast. I just love the feel. But I think, yeah. I mean, look, I think everything's expensive right now. So it's like, do I think? I think they're about $45. I think it's about $5-10 more than they probably need to be. But again, you're supporting like a smaller.
They're making it.
They're making
the simple fact that they're giving it to you, and it's new, and it doesn't fall apart like a fucking Alpha or.
We're never gonna like that's gonna be forever.
Yeah, that is like the big time piece of shit that I compare everything to is the worst toy. Is it?
Absolutely. And before I sum it up, I'm gonna keep it unprofessional. I just want to show you all of them together.
Yeah, man, that's a really cool collection.
It's a nice collection. Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm working on it.
Like, I think this aesthetically is my favorite GoBot of all time.
Tank?
Yeah. Like, as a kid, this was my favorite one.
Yeah, he, like, literally folded
in half, I know, but he looked so cool. He was, like, Egyptian or something. I don't know. His head made him look Egyptian to me or something.
I think as a collection, these are really turning out to be...
That's looking nice,
that looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Psykill is always my favorite GoBot. He was the first one I bought.
Think they'll do a black version of them?
Oh, the black and green one?
Yeah.
That would be cool. But I don't know. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, I would have thought that they would have done, like, the leader one with the blue. Like, option. But they haven't. I don't know. Maybe they just don't sell well enough. But as a whole, like, they got to get that Turbo out, man. Turbo was awesome. They showed pictures of a Turbo.
Yeah, where is Turbo?
I don't know, man. They're waiting. There's still a few more. Like, Loco. Do you remember Loco, the train?
Yep.
That's coming out. But I'm happy to have these. I think this makes a great... unique robot collection, and I think they're quality. They do have their issues. They do have some shortcomings, and ultimately, I don't want to sound like I'm like on repeat, but like they aren't exactly how I would visualize what I would want for GoBots. But with that said, I'm into it. I enjoy every time I get a new one. I'm like, this is fun.
You don't have to stress out that it's a $300
right.
Piece
There's
of
no
toy,
stress,
and it's like. They got all the angles on it good.
Yeah.
I mean, the back looks good. They're not gappy.
No, you're right. They're great. And again, they are licensed, but they might as well not be in the sense that they sort of, they're priced. Who gives a shit? But it's great that they are. They do come with my recommendation if you're into this. If you're not, then obviously you're probably not even watching our videos anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Buy them, they're good.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed that you are sold on them.
Yeah, that guy really sort of did it for me, and I've been looking for something. I can't believe I didn't think of it. I've been looking for a new line to get into that isn't hundreds of dollars a hit.
Well, these are fun because,
these are about the perfect price to collect, and, now that there's enough of them,
it's a collection,
Yeah, you can order a couple a month here and there.
That's right.
Have something. I can't wait for Turbo.
Yeah, Turbo's the one to go with. Like, I mean, Turbo was also one of the first GoBots that I ever saw, and like he was the epitome of like a
transforming car.
Yeah.
Head flips, arms, legs.
Yes. That head flip was the best. Yeah. The best thing I've ever seen.
I like Turbo. If they did a good one, I'd be more into them than Sideswipe. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's just GoBots were cool. Their heads were cool.
Yes, they're Bandai because they were Bandai. They're like again the Hanna-Barbera GoBot cartoon blew. And if that's your memory of GoBots, then it's unfortunate. But like the toys themselves were really well done. I mean, you got to think that they're like 30-something years old. They were so and I think even they were out in Japan like 3 or 4 years.
Were all the Super GoBots Machine Robo? Originally, or were they from other lines that they brought in?
No, they were. Oh, you know what? I think you remember the Future Car?
Yeah, because that's the one I was specifically gonna be like. Well, even that one.
Yeah, I think that might have been like its own Bandai line.
What about the tank? Because it's like you know, I just think the aesthetic is weird in that line because
the heads were like the cockpits.
You have two. That like leader one and Psykill that have their normal heads, and all the other ones, their heads are like part of the vehicle.
Yeah, they were definitely like a unique aesthetic, but I do think that they were
but it's still weird.
The Machine Robo, like I've seen the cartoon, and I think the cartoon, like I don't understand it, like it doesn't really make sense. Like again, like I think our brains are fixated on the GoBots, so like it's really hard to like comprehend how different it is. Like Psykill, I don't think is a bad guy, or even like I think they're mechs, to be honest with you. So it's like really weird because we think of Psykill as being like, you know, the Hanna-Barbera head of Psykill, but it's very different. But as toys alone, not incorporating the fiction, that's my preference, and I love them. And I love these. I think these are pretty good. They're not the ultimate. They're not what I want to see. Like, I would love Bandai to do like a 6-inch SOC style version of each one.
But then you're gonna pay $100.
I pay $100 a piece for them.
But I mean, yeah, that's sweet. I guess I would.
If you think about it, like let's say 6-inch one of these.
Yeah.
All the bells and whistles, I think actually about like 60 to 80 because they don't have any accessories. They're pretty.
But they'd still be $100, even if they're worth that. If Bandai did it,
if they did the blues like that they do on SOCs and
like their high metals are $100.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's gonna be $100, and it's like that's fine, but they'll only make $100 toys so often.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they sort of been cranking how year and a half on these.
Yeah, but
you got this is a nice, decent amount of toys for a year, even 2 years.
Right.
I mean, but if Bandai did it one a year, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if they could do 3 or 4 year, like a quarter every quarter.
Yeah, that'd be
$100. Like I know that's a lot of money, but like I would give up some other shit for that. Like that would be awesome. But I don't want them to look like Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Like I want them to look like the old toys. Increase articulation. I want those rich colors. I want the transparent windshields. Like I want the bells and whistles. I want it to look sort of mechish. I want it to look like I'm picking up my childhood, just in a more detailed, bigger way.
You really think these were mechs?
I do.
The Machine Robo.
I do think so. Yeah, it's crazy. I could be wrong though, and I'm sure someone who's like a Machine Robo. Like I know the toys well, but like I don't know the fiction.
I wonder if the fiction's any good. Is the fiction popular, or is it?
I think it was popular in Japan, but I think it was popular in Japan, and again, you can correct me, because of what it produced. Like, it was the first time...
Like He-Man cartoon, or... was it to sell a product, or was it its own thing?
I think it was... I think it came out after the product was revealed. You know what I mean? Like, they took it... So, like, I think the product came before the thing, but again, I could be completely wrong. So I think they sort of, like, took these beautiful toys... You know, again, the boxes, like, they came in, like, little, like, card
Yeah, those boxes were, those window boxes were sweet.
The best. So, there you have it. I do recommend them. So go out and get them. Check them out. Please check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and P.O. Box, I guess, if you got something to send us. And until next time,
Nerd out!
Wait.
Still cut them, okay?